guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, then welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, then welcome back. Okay, so today I'm going to be filming a video sort of answering questions on the back of my previous video. Now I did put up like a question thing on Instagram just to see if anyone had anything they wanted to ask me on the back of my last video, mental health related or not, just any questions really. I did get quite a few questions back, so I do appreciate those who have asked me any questions. I just want to begin by saying thank you so much to everyone who supported me in the last video. The amount of messages I got was overwhelming. Like, it was so many. I was blown away. I really was. It's obviously a difficult video to post, but I think the response that I got was unbelievable. I'm so grateful for everyone's kind words and for people to say that I helped them and things. It was so nice to hear. I've got the questions on my phone now. I've got like just a mixture of different ones. When I was asking the questions on Instagram, so I'm just going to go through the ones that I have. I got a couple on Snapchat as well, because I did put on Snapchat. I did put a Q&A ages ago. I went back and found again, so I've been able to get those questions back. So I'm going to start off with the sort of mental health related questions, and I'll end with just sort of general questions that people asked as well. So yeah. The first question: favourite things to do when you're having a bad mental health day to cheer you up? So I think the best thing if I do have any days that I feel rubbish, is to get up and make my bed. I think if you are lying about in your bed all day, it is just not a great feeling. I think if you get up, you make your bed, you feel like you've accomplished something for the day. Have a shower, just get yourself dressed. I think if I sit about in my jammies or if I sit about in my bed all day, I automatically feel more just not ready for the world. I feel like I'm just in a bit of a sluggish way. And then if you're feeling sluggish, if you're just lying about, then you do feel a lot worse, in my opinion. So I think get out your bed, make it, get dressed. Even if you're not leaving the house, even if you can't leave the house or you don't want to leave the house, just get up and get dressed and make your bed. And get out your bed, even go and sit on your couch. Yeah, that would be a favourite thing to do when I'm having a bad mental health day, or I just feel just not me. Get out your bed, because that is not a good place to be. Do you have any advice on how to help a friend who's struggling with their mental health? So I think if your friend is struggling, do you know what? I think the nicest thing to do is just to send them not even an expensive gift or anything like that, even just a little card. I think if I've been feeling rubbish and when I was going through a really horrible time, I had so many friends that sent me nice things, nice cards, just to remind them how much you appreciate them and how amazing they are. Because I think if you're feeling rubbish, you don't feel valued as a person. If you just make sure to remind your friend that they are amazing, then I promise you that'll pick them up. A little card. I remember when we were in lockdown, I sent all my friends a little bracelet, and it was all Fetsy, I think it's called, and it was just like a little I miss you bracelet. They were literally so cheap, and stuff like that just means so much, I think. So I know myself, if I would be feeling low and I received something like that, just to be reminded that you have friends who do love you, that is the best thing to do for your friend. What advice would you give to someone who just can't shake the low feelings? Okay, I think don't be hard on yourself. Just because you think that you maybe shouldn't be feeling that way, and you can't just shake the feeling. Give yourself time. Don't think that you're just going to wake up feeling better. Yeah, talk to someone, let people know how you're feeling. I think the best thing you can do is just let people know what's going on, speak to people, don't let it go too far. But no, I would just say don't be hard on yourself. If you can't shake the feeling of feeling down or low, do not be hard on yourself. Do things that make you happy. So whether that is seeing friends, buy yourself a little something online. Can't ever go wrong with that. Taking your mind off things by reading a book. Now I'm not saying take your mind off things and act like they're not there, because things do need to be addressed and you do need to talk about it, but I think giving your mind a rest by reading a book. I always think that if I get right into a book, hours can go by and I'm like, oh, what happened there? Because you're so into this book that it doesn't really matter what's going on around you. So I think getting a really good book is definitely a good thing to help, 100%. Do you still get anxiety about people leaving you in regards to your last video? So in my last video I did speak a lot about how I was always anxious about people leaving me because I lost quite a lot in such a short space of time. I kept thinking that everyone was going to just leave and that was a massive fear of mine at the time. I mean, the answer truthfully is no. I think the people that I've got around me now, not saying anything about anyone before, but I do strongly believe the people I've got around me now are for me fully. Like, they're not. I do believe that everyone who I've got in my life now are lifelong people. I think my circle's a lot smaller now. It can be really good having a big group of friends, I'm not denying that at all, but I think the people who I've got around me now, I have a massive amount of faith that they would not leave me for any reason. So yeah, no, I don't have that fear anymore, thankfully. What makes you smile when you are feeling sad? So I think being around people, I am quite good on my own. I don't mind my own company, but I think being around my friends, I've got quite a few friends that have got kids, so I think being around young kids, because they're so loving, I think they just bring a lot of happiness. Being around family, having something to look forward to as well, because if you feel like you're in a bit of a rut with something and then you don't have anything planned or you don't have anything sort of set in place to do and you've got nothing to work towards, it does leave you feeling a bit and I think that's why lockdown probably has been a lot hard for people, because they've not been able to do things that they would usually do, or they've not been able to plan things to go out the weekend or to see their friends at the weekend and things like that. And I think that's why this time has been hard for people. I've been lucky that I have been staying with my boyfriend and I have been seeing my friends, obviously social distancing. It has been a hard time for people. I don't go out all the time anyway, like clubbing and stuff, so that's not really been a massive loss for me at all. I think it will have hit people hard who maybe couldn't see their boyfriends or live too far away from their friends and things like that. How you cope with your anxiety, I know a lot of people who have it really bad, and me included. Do you know what, I think a lot of the time I just tried to not put myself in situations that would make me feel worse. So like I said, I like to be with people, I like to be with my friends, people who are trusted. I don't put yourself in a position that you don't want to be in. I think you're the most important person in your own life, I believe. So you should not be putting yourself in a position that makes you feel uncomfortable or makes your anxiety worse or anything like that. You need to make sure that you're doing what's right for you and don't worry about upsetting other people. You need to do what's right for you. So I think the way I coped with my anxiety was not put myself in a position that would make me feel even worse. How did I distract myself from down days? So like I said before, reading books, colouring in is really good, because I think these are things that seem to pass time quick. Now I'm not saying, like I said, don't just sit and pass time because you don't want to face what's going on, but I do think that you do need to be distracted sometimes. I used to do my nails all the time, like I love doing that. That's how I would say I distracted myself a lot of the time. Going out walks and things. So that is the questions regarding sort of mental health and how I kind of coped with different things. I'm just going to go on to sort of other questions that I got, just general questions. What is the best and worst purchases you've made? Worst purchase I made of Depop. So this girl was selling a backpack that was Louis Vuitton. She was actually claiming it was real and she sent me the receipt and everything like that. It was £150. Don't actually ask if I thought I was getting a real Louis Vuitton bag for £150, because I really do not know why I thought that was going to be a thing. But she sent me the receipt. It was obviously a fake receipt, lol. And she seemed so genuine. And then obviously me being me as well, I sent her through a bank transfer. Now, I don't know why I would do that. I sent it through a bank transfer and yeah, no bag. She blocked me on Depop. Couldn't get money back, put in a request through PayPal, but they said I should have paid through Depop. It was just a big farce. So that was the worst purchase and the worst £150 I ever lost in my life. Best purchase I've made? My electric toothbrush? Is that weird? I really like my electric toothbrush. It's not the best purchase I've made. I don't know. I can't answer that. That's really bad. I've not got like a big thing I think, well, that was amazing and I use the same thing every day or anything like that. I don't know. Do you give second chances? Yeah, I suppose I do. Yeah. I do believe that people can change, obviously different circumstances depending on what they've done, but I do believe, because we've all made mistakes in the past, I've made mistakes in the past, and I think if I maybe hadn't been given second chances for different situations, I wouldn't learn from them maybe. Yeah, I think people can learn from mistakes and should be given second chances depending on the circumstances, but no, I do personally give second chances. Who's your favourite YouTubers? Now I think I did answer this in a previous video, the Mum v Boyfriend challenge. My favourite YouTuber would probably be Ellie Darby. Olivia Neal, Amber Knight. Yeah, those are the ones. Do you have any bad habits? I itch my nose all the time. Don't really have it because it's itchy. No, it doesn't even count. Do you ever want to get married? Yes, I do. I mean, I don't need it. I don't want like a big huge wedding because that would give me anxiety. Like too much pressure for it to be. The thing is, like, I don't like when things are all about me. Like, I hate birthdays and things like that because it's so much pressure for it to be good and for people to have a good time. And I don't really like that. So yeah, I do want to get married, but I don't want it to be like a big huge thing where it's so much pressure. Not too many people, because I wouldn't want that. What's your favourite film? Girls Trip. So funny. So funny. If you've not watched it, watch it because it's so good. And that's all I have to say about that. Do you have any tattoos? Yes, I have a tattoo on my back, right down my spine. It says, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." And when I went through a really rubbish time, maybe when I was about 18, I got that on my back because it kind of reminded me that I'm a strong bitch. A tattoo on my foot. I have a tattoo on my hip. I got on holiday with my friends. I've got my arm as well. I've got like a sort of medallion thing on my arm. What's your job? Now I work for a bank. I work in a fraud department. And that's all. Are you a healthy eater / do you have a strict routine? Not really, no. I go through phases a lot, so I think I've tried every fad diet you could ever think of. I've tried it. Name it, I've done it. But no, I try and be as good as I can during the week. I try and stick to like a certain amount of calories, but if there's days where I'm like, I'm not doing it, then I'm not doing it. So no, I don't feel like I have a strict routine. I just try and eat sort of normally. Not overeat, not undereat, just eat normally. Never gonna undereat. Who am I kidding? Are you a morning person or a night owl? Probably a night owl. Quite moody in the morning. Yeah, night owl. What's your favourite Destiny Child song? And girl, I know you have one. Okay. Let me cater to you. That's my brother sneezing. Cater to you. Tune. I love that. I love all Destiny Child songs because they're great, but Cater to You would be the very good one. So yeah, that. If you could go back in time and change anything about past relationships, would you? No, I really wouldn't. No. I think everything happens for a reason and I wouldn't change anything at all. So no. If you could be anywhere in this earth right now, where would it be? On holiday in a hot country. Because the weather right now is rubbish. If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be and why? No, and I'm not, this is not me being like, oh, I'm perfect. I'd love to not worry about things and stress myself out about things, but that's normal. I think see someone act slightly off, I'm like, oh my god, are you okay? Are we going to fall out? Like, I get worried when people act different, and I hate that so much. What's an everyday item you could definitely not live without? A toothbrush and my face wash. And that's about it. Yeah, that is all the questions, and again I just want to end by saying thank you so much for the support on the previous video. If you've not watched it, then I would go ahead and watch it maybe before watching this one. Maybe I should have said that at the start. Anyway.